Hi guys, so today's video is going about the case studies of a visa application. So I undertake the visa application documents on behalf of company, and I do the initial round of screening with regards to the visa form. And in general cases, this happens to be somewhere 3 to 4 months, uh, as so written in the governmental pages. However, some candidates it uh, arrives by somewhere 1.5 months in generic. Okay, in generic it arrives somewhere in 1.5 months, and some it takes somewhere 3 months. So it's basically case by case. Now to do with the factors that actually affects the time period is basically point number one, political factor. Okay, so lately I think Mr. Narendra Modi he went to Japan and he appealed some 50,000 or 5 lakh. Okay, engineers would come to Japan, and just right after then we had some candidates one who were visa applications were being processed, and those candidates visa arrived by within a week. Okay, so we had a successful, the most shortest period of visa time application was within a week. That's the shortest that we have. And on the contrast, the one among the longest waiting period was 3.5 months, which was really exhausting. Okay, psychologically and mentally, to the candidate as well as us one who actually gave the document. Okay, so first and foremost factor is the political factor that actually affects. So Mr. Modi goes and he appeals Indian candidate. Visa comes within a week. That's great. Now looking at the political scenario of Japan. Okay, the prime minister. She is Sanae Sang. Okay, and you also might have her slogans in regards to the immigration and immigrants. I'm sure that you might have heard the news, and she wants to focus on the local domestic workers, right? So when a leader says something like that, it does impact the visa application time. So this period, this is my personal assumption. I don't have concrete evidence to back this my statement. Okay, now it's my personal assumption that the visa applications post her period, post her regime, will definitely be a longer than earlier regime. Okay, so it does shift. The time period does shift when the political environment changes. Right. So one and only thing is political scenario. Okay. And second thing is what we also have other factors that actually affects the visa period, and that is right. So the candidate one whose visa period took like 3.5 months. I'd like to make a case study on that, and the case study would be such as right. So I checked all the his application was taking quite long. Okay, so he applied somewhere in 2024 October, and his visa came by 2025 February mid. So it was too long. Okay, so due to the course, I checked everything. He was exhausted. I was also exhausted, and I checked the application forms, and there was something very much annoying thing that I found in the application form. I like to state that as maybe I'll allow you to guess it. Like, what is the point? Okay, so you take a 10 minutes time. During 10 minutes time, please subscribe my YouTube channel. There's a subscribe button. So let's wait for 10 seconds. You can guess what could be the reason. Right. So the possible reason is like how you actually. It's not about like how you actually filled the visa application form. It's to do with how you actually look. Okay. So in the photo and as well as in the passport. Okay. The gentleman had some sort of Talibani style of this mustache and beard, and on top of that he was wearing this shady specs. So now that being that, right. So if you put some sort of photo or something like that, right, it will definitely take some considerable amount of time to process the visa. So right, in case of India, like we have a trend that if you have a manly mustache or beard, you definitely look macho. I would appreciate the look as well. howsoever, when it comes to Japan, it's a country that follows the strict protocol, how you look, how you behave, and so and so forth, right? So when you are making your passport, especially if you have to do with Japan, put a clean shave, okay? Well, not even at least mine, like mine actually. So this is also weird. Put a clean shave, expose your face to the camera, if possible, don't put a specs as well. Right, so the exposure and give a good haircut, right? So mine is also kind of weird. I'm sorry with this look. Right, so these are the points. A clean shave, don't put a specs and keep your hairs or head open, kind of thing. Right, so this could be the possible reason that I have found, which could be a potential reason that the period was quite that long. Howsoever, again, what I'll say is, like, I don't have evidence to back this up. It's just a personal assumption, and it's a quite considerable suggestion that you should consider, while applying a visa or making your passport. So in your passport, put a gentleman photo, okay? Don't put some Afghani terrorist type of photo. Yeah, that should be all. Thank you. Have a good day.